Boom! In this video, I'm gonna explain you what I did to make my first 10,000 US dollars for the month of September. So for those who don't know me, my name is Riley. I'm a strategic advisor for startups and entrepreneurs, and I help you go from zero to product market fit and stable profits as fast as possible. I've been working in the startup world for about 7 years in Paris, London, and North America. And I've also spent 5 years as an international consultant engineer for a major US tech company. And like I said, I started my business solo, and this month in September, I made my first 10,000 US dollars of revenue. How was I able to do that? I'm going to explain you this right now. Have you ever heard of the concept PSD? I also like to call it the Photoshop three-step process. I call it like that because it's like PSD, like the extension file for Photoshop. But for us in business, it stands for problem, solution, distribution. PSD, like a Photoshop file, but it means problem, solution, distribution. And so I'm gonna literally walk you through. I was able to follow this process and get my first 10K in the month of September. So the first thing, like I said, you need to select your P, your problem. What is the problem that you're trying to solve? What is the problem that you have identified? Or it could be also a pain. What pain have you identified with your user, with your clients, that you want to try to solve? For me, coming from software engineering, the startup world, the bootstrap world, the lean startup world, the problem was pretty obvious. Get people to build something as fast as possible and test the market. So I identified the problem, and then I moved to the next phase, which is the SPD, problem, solution, distribution. So the solution phase. And this is where a lot of people make the same mistake. They think that the solution needs to be something that is fully baked, when we actually mean by solution is something to test the hypothesis. The solution should not necessarily solve the problem, but it should confirm you that there is a problem, and this sends you the right signal that it could solve the solution. And so potential solution that you can develop could be a simple offer, like a one-page offer where you explain how you are going to solve the problem. It could be a no-code prototype. It could be a document. It could be a video. Dropbox, for example, when they wanted to raise money, they went to investors, and the guys were not fully convinced. And so what they did is that they created this video that was a bit fake, where they were showing how the Dropbox application would work. And so you could drag and drop the file into the Dropbox folder that didn't exist at the time, and then it would automatically upload this to the cloud and save it. So their solution was this video, this demo video. So this is something that you can totally do to sort of get into your market. And so that's what I did. So for me was writing an offer. And then the third thing that I did is that I built a list of all the people that I knew who could potentially be interested by this offer, or refer me to people who would be interested. And so what I did is that I opened my contact list, and I looked for the people who are still in the startup world, or the software world, the tech world, or past clients and also colleagues. I also scrapped that information from my social media. If you have a LinkedIn account or something like that, I did the same thing. I sort of looked at all my former colleagues and made a list. So I assembled all that list into one big list. And then what I did was contact 5 people every 2 or 3 days. And then I would sort of send them a message, see how they were going. and then explain them that I was starting my own business and I was looking for a couple of deals, and I would explain them what was my positioning, and I would ask them if they knew someone who could benefit from my services, and then reference me to these people. And so and then I sent about 5 invitations, and then I waited a little bit to make sure that I could investigate these opportunities before starting new ones, because I didn't want to kill potential opportunity by receiving like 10 demands and not being able to fulfill all of them, and so lose potential business. So I did this for a couple of days, and I think after 15 or 17 I was able to score 3 serious opportunities, and one led me to a couple of days of business, and then I was able to make that money. So that's how I was able to get the 10K. So to quickly recap that, the first step was identify a problem, then design the solution or the draft of the solution, then reach out to all the people around you, friends, families, former colleagues, tell them about what you're trying to do, and then see if they can introduce you to someone or if they could be interested. But if usually you say you're looking for reference and they are the potential client, they'll say, oh, but actually I'm interested. And then investigate every lead and see if you can close one. That's what I did. The last step of the process is the D in the PSD, distribution. Distribution, I'm not really going to explain this in this video because the D stands for scaling the solution to as many people as possible, which is something I haven't done with my business currently, but something I've done with my clients. So I'll probably make a video in the future to explain you how you can sort of use the D of the distribution. Let me know in the comments if this video was useful to you guys. If you have any questions, if you're struggling with any step of the process, whether it's the P, the S, or the D, if you're struggling with the offer, if you're struggling with the reaching out to the people, anything, let me know in the comments down below, or send me a direct message on whatever platform you saw this video on, and see you next time.